Hello Ramen Nation, Chris Cobain here bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against Xana666 here. This was a really fun battle, came down to the wire, close one on the end. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. My team is going to be Exploud, Yanmega, Metagross, Florges, Tangrowth, and a new addition, Floatzel, who I'm really excited to see how he's going to be able to work in the future. My opponent has Chandelure, Nidoking, Slaking, Florges, Mega Aggron, and then that Staraptor. So at base, this looks like just a super powerful UU team. But Staraptor sitting there, obviously that thing is a ginormous threat. Terribly, terribly powerful with that Reckless Brave Bird and or Double Edge. It's just a powerhouse. So the lead on their side is kind of like, it's a little iffy. Most likely Aggron, but it could be Staraptor too. I decided to lead with Exploud, knowing that if they led with Staraptor, I could bring in Metagross as a counter switch to try to, wall off its Brave Bird or its close combat or whatever it's going to try to do to me. So like I said, I am going to lead with Exploud here, and Xana ends up leading off with the Aggron. That's perfect for me. So I was kind of debating as to what move to use here. I know I have a multitude of things. I can Focus Blast, Flamethrower. I can even Boomburst. It's still going to do a lot. I settled on Flamethrower here just in case he brought in Florges. Boomburst wasn't going to be the best option. I wasn't 100% positive it was going to be 2-hit KO. Aggron special defense not very good, so even with Filter, that's going to do a pretty massive shed of damage. And he's going to get up Stealth Rocks, which is not really a giant surprise. So at this point, I'm going to switch out. He knows I'm going to be locked into Flamethrower. Flash Fire Chandelure sitting in the back. Ain't no way I'm going to activate that for it. So I'm going to switch into my best counter, which is going to be Miles, the Floatzel. And he does end up switching into the Chandelure. Now, I'm a band set, but I'm really scared of this being a Scarf set, which would be the only reason it's staying anyway. So I'm going to go for Aqua Jet. Unfortunately, I don't quite get the kill there. I'm still scouting how much he can do. Miles 115 base speed, I believe, and 105 base attack. So he does have power, just not enough to one hit with, a priority attack. So, like I said, the only reason he's staying is because he's Scarfed. You wouldn't stay in, obviously. I was going to outspeed, so bring in Yanmega here. I know he's locked in Energy Ball and will be forced to switch, and I can go ahead and use Defog on the switch to get rid of those pesky rocks. Yanmega the only one really super affected by it, but progressive damage is always a bad thing, so might as well get him off while you get a chance. So he brings in Florges, obviously ready for whatever flying bug attack I'm trying to send at him, so pretty easy switch there. And I'm going to go ahead and switch out into the all-in-one Florges counter, which is going to be Metagross. Can't be toxic. Weak, Assault Vest makes Moonblast do absolutely nothing, so he does end up just going for the Moonblast there. It's going to do very nothing. And now at this point, I'm in a pretty decent position, actually. I can pretty much hit his whole team pretty hard with Earthquake outside of Staraptor, obviously, who I'm not really scared of. So I go for Earthquake as opposed to Bullet because I'm scared of Aggron coming in to, set up rocks again. I wasn't sure if I could kill it with a Bullet Punch Earthquake combo, and I didn't want to risk it, so Earthquake was much safer. Brings in Chandelure, probably hoping that maybe I go for the Bullet, don't get the kill, they can try to fire off an attack, but Earthquake much safer, I'm going to get the kill there. In comes Slaking. Now at this point, this thing likes to be banded or maybe Scarfed. I know a lot of times it carries Night Slash and or Shadow Claw to try to deal with Ghost. This one's going to have Shadow Claw, which is the better version for me because I have a normal type sitting in the back. Exploud, obviously I can bring in to wall off that Shadow Claw. He's gonna switch an Aggron that ends up being a double. It works out better for me. Obviously he's hoping for me to like knock off or Giga Drain or something, trying to get those rocks up again. But I do make the good double switch and get into my Exploud. In an attempt to wall me off there, Xana's going to switch into Florges here. And watch this freaking damage. Subwoofer, it's Choice Specs, max special attack. This thing is a demon. Half damage to Florges. I'm not sure if this thing is completely, fully invested in special defense. But either way, I do a massive chunk. Florges is forced to go for Wish here because even if it attacks, it's going to be down to like no HP. So Boomburst, a second time it's going to live barely thanks to those leftovers, which is what they're for. Ends up with like, what, 5 HP there or some crap. So at this point they got to make a decision. Either you're going to try to super stall me or you're going to switch. I know I can basically finish off anything with Boomburst right now, so the Wish meant nothing to me. They switch into Aggron hoping to maybe live. I know better than that. Boomburst is going to completely obliterate Aggron. It does say crit. I know that doesn't matter. I didn't do the calcs, but I'm almost 100% positive that did not matter. He doesn't have the special defense for it. So now he's going to bring in Slaking. Actually, right off the bat here, I thought Retaliate. I know some of them like to carry it. Giga Impact is probably a little better, but you don't have to deal with the the recharge turn. But he actually carries Brick Break. I thought that was a little interesting. Obviously, that can provide a lot of coverage for you, but either way, I take it really well. I'm going to go for Xana Headbutt. I actually predicted a switch there because you don't have to stay in. And he obviously has Florgs to resist Hammer Arm, Nidoking. It's not going to do a whole lot to Staraptor either, so I don't want to play that game, and so I went for Xana Headbutt, and he did stay in. Now I'm going to switch out, predicting a switch again, but he just stays in and goes for Giga Impact, which also hits really, really hard. These wall breakers, though, unfortunately, though, has to do that true one, obviously, and I'm going to be able to Giga Drain off a lot of that HP there with the big root, and now I know that I can live another Giga Impact. So predicting that and knowing that I can at least get a knockoff going anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and go for that knockoff. Anything I hit's going to do good. I think it would have probably killed Florgs, but I'm going to be able to get off Nidoking's item, which is a huge deal because Nidoking's actually, obviously, really super powerful. So predicting that Sludge Wave, I'm going to go into Metagross here. I am going to get the prediction, and I'm going to get the Sludge Wave off. And now I'm going to Pivot Switch into Yanmega, predicting the Earth Power, obviously immune to that on Yanmega, and I get that prediction too, so a nice little pivot switch there to get Nidoking out of my way a little bit. I'm going to get the Outspeed, obviously, and I'm going to hit that Air Slash. Doesn't quite get the kill. I didn't think it would. I don't get the flinch either, which is, neither here nor there. It's okay. Speed Freak definitely did his job. He got rid of the rocks that were coming. Aggron dead. No point for him to be alive, really. So he definitely served his purpose. So now I can bring in Metagross. I'm going to be carrying Bullet Punch, obviously, and I'm going to be able to take out the Nidoking. This thing is such a threat, especially when I'm carrying this kind of team, because he can destroy both Florgs and Tangrowth and Earth Power, Metagross. So definitely scary here. So he brings in the Staraptor. This thing is actually Choice Banded. Good play going for U-turn. You can easily switch into Florgs to take whatever hit I throw at you for an easy fodder switch and get a little bit of damage off to stop, to try to wear down the Pokemon that does stop the Staraptor. So probably misplayed. Probably should went for Bullet Punch, seeing that coming, and then I could have Bullet Punched Florgs too. But either way, I'm going to get the Florgs out with that Zen Headbutt, which is not bad. So now it's down to 2-on-4, but really I'm still not in a good position. I'm going to Bullet Punch here. I'm pretty sure Brave Bird's coming, which might seem a little weird, but this thing, Reckless, Choice Banded, oh my god, it hits like a truck. It does. That's almost half, man. Almost half to Metagross, which is insane. Choice Band limits it because it's not really as fast, but unfortunately for me, I have nothing on my team that outspeeds it, so Band helps it out immensely here. It doesn't even need the Scarf anymore, so my only strategy, honestly, is to just recool this thing to death. So I bring in my most HP Pokemon, which is my Tangrowth. I'm gonna get completely obliterated. I have no chance. That's death and a half. But he takes a large chunk, almost 50% in recoil damage there, which is awesome. Meaning I can bring in Subwoofer for an easy kill. You're forced to go for Brave Bird here because if you switch out, Boomburst is gonna smash Slaking, and that's gonna be the end of the game. So forced to go for that Brave Bird one more time. Subwoofer goes down, but I played my cards right there. I forced him to keep going for the Brave Bird, and there was no way to keep Staraptor alive, which puts me in just a one-on-one situation. It's going to be Slaking versus Florgs, and obviously anything with Protect beats Slaking 100% of the time. So just going to go for Protect. The Giga Impact is definitely coming. I'm not going to let him one-hit me. That'd be ridiculous. Goes for the Giga Impact, not going to work. And then Xana ends up forfeiting at that point, which, is not really a big deal because it was over and there was nothing you could have done. Even if I wouldn't killed with the next Moonblast, I just would have protected again. And that's the deal, with Slaking. He's super powerful, but anything with Protect or Detect or Substitute even kind of just obliterates it immediately. Not much you can do. So a really good game. Exploud was absolutely huge. 100% of the damage to the Aggron, completely obliterated the Florgs to where it couldn't fight back. So that wall core is super, super scary. Florgs Mega Aggron. I run it myself. Aggron with no recovery really super benefits from the Wish passing from Florgs. They're both, you know, two of the bulkiest, definitely, Pokemon in all of UU. So Exploud comes in as that RU wall breaker, just completely smashes the wall core for me, and it paves the way for me to be able to pick up the win there. So that was a really good game. Close, it's actually technically 1-1 since the forfeit, but you know, 1-0 more or less. So, but that obviously is the end of the battle, you guys. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch the video. I do appreciate that. If you enjoyed this battle, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not done yet. I get videos up as much as possible, once every few days at the very least. And if you guys haven't been able to have a chance to check out my stream, I encourage you to do so at twitch.tv/xchriscobain. I'll put a link in the description below. I stream live 6 days a week. It's a good chance to come. I talk to all my viewers, so you can talk to me live. You can battle with me. It's a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys there. But that is it for me, you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video.